Okay, I'm about to hit you with the simple truth that a lot of people just don't want to hear. But honestly, getting this one idea can completely change how you get things done.
You know the feeling, right? Sitting around just waiting for inspiration to strike, that perfect moment when you're finally in the zone to start that big project or finally hit the gym. Yeah, we've all been there.
But what if I told you that the very thing you're waiting for is kind of useless? It's true. This whole idea that you need to feel motivated to get started is one of the biggest myths out there.
Because let's be real, that perfect moment, it rarely just shows up on its own. The secret isn't about finding motivation, it's about creating it. And it all starts with one small, simple action.
We have this huge misconception about successful people. We picture them waking up every single day just bursting with energy and drive, right? But that's a total fantasy. The truth is, they start even when they absolutely do not feel like it.
Most of the time, they feel just like the rest of us. They're tired, they're busy with a million other things pulling at them, they just don't feel like doing the hard stuff. The difference isn't their motivation, it's their habit of starting.
So what's the magic here? What's the secret switch that gets flipped when you just push through that initial resistance and begin?
The second you take that first tiny action, sending that one email, writing the first sentence, just putting on your running shoes, something powerful happens inside your brain. It starts to shift, and that giant, scary task, suddenly, it doesn't seem so bad. And you've felt this before. Think about the last time you had to clean your apartment or work on a project you were avoiding. The thought of it was exhausting, but once you actually started, after like 5 or 10 minutes, you kind of got into a flow, and it wasn't nearly as awful as you'd built it up to be. That's because starting is always the hardest part.
See, we've got it all backward. We think we need to get motivated, and then we'll take action. But the truth is the complete opposite. You take action first, and that action is what generates the motivation to keep on going.
So let this really sink in, because it's the most important part. Motivation is not the cause, it's the effect. It's the reward you get for starting, not the ticket you need to get into the show. Action is the spark that lights the whole fire.
Okay, so this all sounds great in theory, but how do you actually make it happen? How do you turn this idea into a real habit? Well, luckily, there's a brilliantly simple rule you can start using, like right now.
It's called the 5-minute rule, and the idea is just this. If you can begin a task in under 5 minutes, you have to do it right away. Not the whole thing, just the beginning. The goal is to short-circuit that whole procrastination cycle before it even gets its boots on.
The way to make this work is to just shut down that internal debate club in your head. Don't ask yourself if you feel like it. Don't try to negotiate for just 5 more minutes. The moment the thought pops into your head, you just begin. No negotiation.
When you look back a year from now, you'll realize your life didn't get better because you waited for some perfect wave of motivation to show up. Because guess what? That wave never comes.
Real change happens on all those messy, imperfect, I don't feel like it days. It happens because you made a decision to start long before you felt ready or prepared or motivated. That one decision is everything.
So I want you to think about that one thing right now. That thing you've been putting off that's been kind of nagging you in the back of your mind.
That awkward email you need to send? Just open your inbox and do it.
That paper you need to write? Open a document and just write the very first sentence.
That video you've been meaning to put together? Open the software. Make one cut.
Don't wait. Don't overthink it. Just take that first tiny step right now.
So I'll just leave you with this question. The next 5 minutes could be just another 5 minutes passing by. Or they could be the start of something really important. The choice is yours. What will you start now?